So we've learned how to use the rectangle tool. Now we're going to learn how to use the oval or the circle tool. So where you got your rectangle tool from before, now you go there and you get your oval tool. I will switch between calling it oval and circle because you can do both with it. Okay, so click your oval, not your oval primitive, just your oval tool. And you'll notice that it's exactly the same idea. You can draw whatever kind of oval you want to draw. Okay. Now this thing is a cool little thing. If you're looking at the little, you see that little X or the little cross down at the bottom right hand side of your oval? Okay, you see a tiny little circle on it. Now the cool thing about this is when you get to a circle, look what happens. That little circle becomes large, bold, and goes right off the edge. So what it's telling you is basically, well done, you've done a perfect circle. Okay, so you can keep it like that, and then as soon as it goes a little ovally, you're going to lose that. So it snaps to the perfect circle, which is really handy. Another way you can know you're making a perfect circle is by Shift and click and drag, and that'll create you a circle easy. Okay, so it's the same as with creating your square with that shift and drag. So remember, like before, you always have to double click if you want to do anything with these, because if you don't, then you are going to only move the inside and not the outside, which can kind of be a cool look as well too. So it all depends on kind of what you're trying to go through and what you're trying to create. Alright, so again, you can create your ovals. Everything is exactly the same as creating your rectangles, including because you're on this kind of thing where you don't have that background grayed out. If you do layer them one on top of another, you're gonna lose parts of it. Okay, so make sure that you're being careful not to lose it. And again, we've still got this option. You're not gonna have the corners option now, but look what a beautiful work of art I'm creating here. Okay, so you can do whatever you want. You can have fun with it. You can even kind of starting to look a little bit like a Smurf. Okay, the little hat here. Anyway, so that's pretty straightforward. So we've got your oval primitive tool as well. So this one is a little bit different in that it allows you to create pies. Okay, so we can slide this way and create a little Pac-Man. Yay, yay. Okay, or we can do an end angle where we just do a little pie on its own like this, and you can create it how you want to create it there. Okay, so if you want to do an inner radius, this takes away from the middle. So you can actually create quite a few really different interesting shapes like this. Create another one. Well, that's not what I meant to do. So that happened because all of these are like this. Okay, so you can create donut shapes like that as well. And again, looking for that little circle by the plus sign to show you it's a complete circle. So you can change a lot of things here. Also remember, you can change your stroke color, you can change your fill color, the size of your stroke, the type of your stroke, that kind of thing too. Alright, so lots of different options. You can play with that as well. I think that yeah, that doesn't close it. If you see, I'm going to create the same shape as up here, except the path is not closed. Okay, it doesn't close it off on the ends, it leaves it open. If you do this, it'll close it. Okie dokie, that is it for circles, and we'll go on and do the polystar shape next, which is also really fun.